participation hasn't been too much, we're going to learn about each and every single one of these individuals. So I'm going to bring up the chairman of the nominating committee, our past president, Mr. Danny Behill.
Thank you. Thank you, John, and thank you to all of you that are out there that came out for this event. Thank you to the 7 people who were part of the nominating committee, myself, Don Martindale, John Lopez, Sherry Fowler, John Lucero, Belinda Franco, and Jerry Garcia. Those made up the GAAR nominating committee. When we met for the first time, one of the things that we talked about was how we were going to get candidates to want to run for these 5 positions. We ended up with 6 people running for 5 positions. One of the things that we did is we wanted to make sure that the candidates who did run were candidates who ran because they wanted to run, not because they were talked into running, but because they wanted to run. And so we feel like we have 6 really strong candidates to offer. We have some positions that are not being run for this year that got elected last year. We have one position. Sherry Fowler will be your 2020 GAAR president. We have 2 people that are going to be running for the GAAR vice president position. We have one person who is running for and will be running for the president-elect position. That's Belinda. And we have one person who's running for our treasurer position, and that's Jean Duran. I'm going to start off by bringing the 6 people that are running for the director position. None of them were told that they were going to be giving a speech today, so it's a little bit of pressure for them. So they're going to come up here and tell us a little bit about why they have chosen to run for these positions. The first one is he actually could not make it to the event, so he was smart, he sent a representative. Dee McGuire is going to talk a little bit about Ramon Casals.
Hi there. I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me okay? So I am Ramon's transaction coordinator. I've been with Ramon for about 3 years now, and I can tell you that he truly regrets that he could not attend. Unfortunately, he had booked plane tickets to Indianapolis for a training, and then that afternoon he learned of the meet and greet. So by extension, I'd like to apologize for his absence. I can tell you that I've known Ramon and worked with him for 3 years. Upon initially meeting him, I was very impressed with his drive, his focus, his desire to be a better broker and to provide an opportunity and a brokerage for other brokers to grow and reach their dreams. So I think I'd like to speak for him. I think that he's a great candidate for this position because he's very forward-thinking. He's always thinking of the future. He's always thinking of each individual's broker's growth. And so that's why he wants to be a part of the board.
In my nervousness, I forgot about the 2 people that are running for the vice president position. That's Bridget Gilbert and John Lucero. And you'll hear from both of them in a little bit. Jen Cody is another position who is running a director position, and she was in I know because I was there all day too, a NMAR Forms Committee meeting in Santa Fe. So she was going to try to make it here. I don't know that she's going to be able to. Our other third person who's running for a director position is Mr. Jack Lynch.
Well, as Danny said, we're not forewarned, so I don't have my usual 30-minute speech. I've been in this business in Albuquerque for about 16 or 17 years, and the people that I've worked with and the people I've worked for, I've learned so much from. I've been really lifted professionally and personally by the relationships, the friendships, and so forth that I've had in this industry, and I've also enjoyed being a part of lifting up other realtors, getting people started when they first get into the business, and helping them, giving them a little bit of the wisdom of of the ages here. And serving on the board gives me an opportunity, I think, to expand that reach a little bit more. So I'm running for the board because I want to make every realtor in Albuquerque who wants to be a better realtor, a better realtor.
Thank you, Jack. Another director position that is being run for is being run by Lauren Mueller-Skinner.
Good afternoon. I have been in the real estate business for about 22 years now. I was first licensed in 1998 with Doug Vaughn. And then I moved forward to open my own brokerage, Corrales Realty. So I've dealt with the ins and outs of having your own brokerage and dealing with the children that you have to deal with in that ways. And I've also been able to nurture young realtors and newbies as to how to get into this business. I am now with Coldwell Banker. I enjoy what I do. I'm in real estate by default, but I've enjoyed it very much. I'm an artist, actually. But in the 22 years I've been in real estate and a member of GAAR and Southwest MLS, it's time for me to give back. And I think that I can help with the communications level with GAAR, Southwest MLS, and with all the board, helping with the technological changes that happen constantly. And my time and efforts are ready to give back to the GAAR board, and that's why I'm running for the board. Thank you.
Thank you, Lauren. And our sixth candidate is Miss Alice Tozer.
Thank you. Yeah. I've been licensed. I don't want to stand behind that. I've been licensed for 44 years. I'm older, probably longer than some of you have been born. And I've been a qualifying broker since 2012. Like Lauren, I sort of fell in this by default. I moved here in '72 and couldn't get a teaching position, and was like, oh, well, I guess I'll go work real estate. So I was a receptionist for Houghton and Stahl, and then became relocation director, then resale, et cetera, et cetera. So the reason I'm running is because I really want to work on the professionalism. So many times, I think we as realtors get in the way of the transaction. You know, and our goal should be to get to the end of the transaction. And I think sometimes we talk about our buyers or our sellers and don't look for the final goal, which is to close the transaction. So I would like to work on that. And then I guess my philosophy is it's not a matter who's right, it's what's right. So if you ever need to call me, I'm at the Academy office. Just call me and say, hey, I have an issue with the transaction. When it's one of my brokers, and I'll be glad to help any way I can. So I would appreciate your vote. Thank you.
Thank you, Alice. All right, now for the treasurer position, running unopposed, will be Jean Duran.
I get to talk. Well, my name is Jean. Danny and I have served on the board together for several years, and sometimes we don't see eye to eye, but we can still tolerate each other, right, Danny? Yes. I'm Jean Duran, and I have been in this business for like 26, 27 years, and I really like to be involved in what's going on with our members and to be able to give back. I was treasurer for the last term, and working with Nick Fowler has really been a joy, because I can tell you that your finances at GAAR are very stable, and the person that takes care of it, we meet on a quarterly basis just to make sure that I'm doing something, because he's so good. There's not a whole lot for me to do except just to monitor and make sure that we're on the right path. So thank you, Danny.
Thank you, Jean. Get a picture of that one? We have two people that are running for our vice president positions. I will start with Bridget, just because women first. That'll be my start point. So, Bridget.
Good afternoon. Thank you all for being here. This is a really good turnout. I know it doesn't seem like it, but it really is. I have been serving on the board for the past couple of years And I enjoy being a part of the board and being able to contribute to making some of the decisions that are so important to everybody. I've been licensed since 1995. I started out as a realtor's assistant, and I've been a buyer's broker. 2014, I became a qualifying broker with ERA. Since then, I have become the trainer for all of the new brokers. And I think that some of the things that I contribute are just by, I'm with Alice, really raising that level of professionalism. And I think that the things that I see with the new brokers are really an asset to serving on the board this year. So that's me, that's my stand. All right, thank you, I appreciate it.
That's okay. And coming up now is John Lucero.
Hi, everybody. Everybody hyper? Are you guys happy to be here? Because I am. I just want to let you know I'm the full-time realtor and 2018 Salesperson of the Year, running for Vice President of the Board of Directors. I understand, as a full-time realtor, I understand the negotiation. I live and I'm part of the day-to-day issues that we deal with, that every single realtor deals with. I understand the relationships with your clients, with the inspectors, with the appraisers, with the lenders, with the title companies, and with fellow realtors. You know, I show up and I contribute my time, my energy, and my money on real estate issues, realtor issues, policy, and government. I'm not sure if you've seen me online on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or anything. I also sell a lot of homes through social media. So I understand the importance of our future and where we're going, and I want to be part of that. So I'd really appreciate your vote for Vice President. Your voice will be heard, and my door will always be open. So thank you.
And now, running unopposed for the president-elect position, which will make her your 2021 president, is Belinda Franco.
Hello, everybody. I am Belinda Franco, and I've been on the board since 2018, and I'm amongst some amazing realtors out there, back here. That's the reason that I'm wanting to run. That's why I've got involved in the first place. I have some great mentors that have set me on this path, and I realize how much I like giving back. My biggest thing is bringing positivity to whatever I do, and anyone who knows me knows I like to have fun, I like to laugh, but I also take things seriously. And being on the board, we get to have some fun, but we get to make some great decisions, and we get to be the voice for everybody else, for the members, and that's important.
Belinda. And now, to come up and tell us a little bit about her vision for 2020, your 2020 president running unopposed is Sherry Fowler.
Thank you. I just want to say how proud I am to represent GAAR and the membership, and what an amazing staff we have here. Kent and everybody here is top-notch. We couldn't do it without the help of the staff. And my vision is just, again, I like what the theme is, raising the bar for professionalism, and just helping our membership grow. And I've been in the industry now for 30 years. When I walked in the door for my initial orientation, never in a million years did I think I would be standing here as your 2020 president. But again, I'm so proud, and my door is always open. So if you have any ideas or anything we can help you with, please do not hesitate.
Again, thank you very much to your 2020 slate of candidates. Oh. All right, thank you.
Good job, Danny. How long did it take you to come up with that one there, Mr. Kent? That's what you guys have to look forward to. Corny jokes, but a great time. He has, since you got elected last year. All right, guys. So we have great candidates. Thank you so much for doing such a great job. What was that? God, he's past president and still trying to be the president. I got 2 more months left. Let me do it. All right, so we got one more slate of candidates. We have our chairwoman, Miss Alice Tozer. Come on up.
First of all, I'd like to, is this on? Okay. First of all, I'd like to thank the other members of the nominating committee. Kara Shug was on the committee, Janie Gilmore Daniels, Sam Thomason, Channing Kelly. Did I miss anybody? That's it. And it was such a wonderful group. We met one time and just sort of worked it out, and we said, okay, we're done. So the next meeting we had was just through email. So I appreciate your help. And then I'd like to introduce the people who are running for the Southwest MLS board. Kay Asbill.
Thanks, everyone. Kay Asbill. I have enjoyed being on the board for the Southwest MLS board for a number of years, and I just wish that everyone had the opportunity to come to a board meeting and watch some of the things that take place in there. We are always talking about how we can not only raise the bar, but increase professionalism, the integrity of our data, keep that good. Communication is really, really important, and one of our goals is trying to communicate better with all of you. And so it's been a pleasure to serve on the board, and I hope to continue to do it for one more term. And then I'm done.
Thank you, Kay. Natalia Boran.
Hello, I'm with Weikert Realtors Image. This would be my first time running and hopefully getting into the board. I'm currently the chairperson for the compliance committee, and I had the privilege actually of getting to go to a board meeting, and I was very excited about it, and I said, oh, I want to do that. I'm an engineer by degree, and data integrity and accuracy is super important to me and probably to all of us, because it has to be, right? Yes. So I want to make a difference in that way, and I want to serve on this board because I feel that I can help impact everything that we do on a daily basis, something that we touch every day. So vote for me, please.
The compliance committee and also the policy committee are both thankless jobs, so I really appreciate your service on that. Thank you so much. Jeanette Raver, I want to tell you, Jeanette was on as a director, and then we had an opening as the treasurer, and Hubert called and asked her if she would run, and she said she would. So thank you for serving.
Hi, my name is Jeanette Raver. I've been a realtor since 1985, 34 years. I've been a qualifying broker since 82. Right now I have 2 offices I'm running for Realty One. I guess they're my offices, one in town and one in Edgewood we just opened up. But I think the biggest thing with the Southwest MLS is that our markets and the industry is changing so much with technology, and we have such a good group that's bringing all these wonderful technology to our group and our board of directors. And we need to keep growing with it, because if we stop and say, I don't want any more change, we're going to be on the bottom. And you're not going to be in the business. So I think the Southwest MLS is a wonderful board of directors, and the staff here helps so much of bringing stuff to us. So I'm very excited for next year. Thank you.
We have other people who are running. I just wanted to mention their names. Linda DeVlig is with Keller Williams. She's running for a director position. Jolynn Niffen is with, I want to say, is still at ERA, Buyers and Sellers, ERA, Buyers and Sellers. She's running for director. Kathy Colvin is running for vice president, and Scott Dean is running for president. So, thank you.
All right, we got 2 minutes to spare. I'll take questions. I'm just kidding. Guys, thank you so much for coming on out. There's plenty of food. Good luck to all the candidates, and have a great day, guys.